Right, when he covered up the faces of our people, the so-called Negroes, the true prophets.
Through iconoclasm.
Right? The Lord, all right, they covered his face to make him look like a so-called white man. All right. Also, Esau saying he was the kings and queens of the Dark Ages.
He was the knights. He was all that.
Right. Esau lies on history, man. All right? That means he's covering up the faces, man.
Destroyed all the ancient relics that they had of our people, the noses, the artwork.
Right. Yep. Can you look back up at the top?
This is Job 9:24 again. The earth is given into the hand of the wicked. He covereth the faces of the judges thereof. If not, where and who is he?
Where and who is he, man? That's a question mark right there, man. All right? And through the spirit of the party, how about Shem Shai? We're telling you the answer, man.
Yeah, it's a rhetorical question.
Right.
So the answer's obvious.
Yeah.
You go in the Second Thessalonians, the answer's obvious. The second chapter, it's obvious who the wicked is. He's being revealed.
But like you're saying, the scripture we read is being we read in Amos 3:7. It's being revealed to the servants, the prophets, to tell to you people, to the elect. All right, because that's who has to get this word, has to wake up to who this devil is. Because 2/3 of our people not gonna wake up to who Esau is, and they don't care if he's the wicked. And niggas say, so what? I'm getting money or ignorant stuff like that. This devil's got his foot on your throat. He has had his foot on your throat since he's been in rulership.
Yeah, I got a couple of them. You want me to bring that song up? Hold it a second.
Oh, yeah, you go.
All right, this is Hebrews chapter 12, verse 16. Yeah.
Hey, Paul talk about Esau, man.
That's what we're about to say right now. It says, lest there be any fornicator.
He talked about Esau twice, man. Romans and Hebrews, man.
Yeah.
Go ahead.
No, 3 times in Thessalonians.
Oh, yeah.
The son of perdition, man of sin, being revealed.
Yeah, man.
When they spoke of it, like, you already know this.
And listen, hold on, Salak. How is it that Esau is being condemned from Genesis all the way to Revelation,
right.
but yet Edomites can make it?
Right.
I don't understand that. Every single last book in the scriptures condemns Esau, or has nothing great to say about Esau.
Hey, I don't have a compact Bible dictionary. It said the only neighbor of the Israelites.
Kai.
Yeah, get Edom. And Zidon.
Kai.
The only neighbor of the Israelites that wouldn't promise any mercy.
That's what it means by when the Lord said, I will have indignation forever. The Lord said he's angry with the wicked every day. See, you got the wicked amongst Israel that the Lord is angry with, but he's definitely angry at the wicked of Esau. Because really, Jacob, they're the lot of the Most High's inheritance, and they're originally supposed to be a righteous people. It tells you that in Proverbs 12, the righteous is more excellent than his neighbor, but the way of the wicked is seducive. So really, a heavy reason why Jake is the way they are. Half of it is Jake is wicked within themselves, but the other portion, the other side of it is because of the environment that they were placed in. Esau contributed to the environment that led to Jake being the way they are, man. Creating ghettos, putting drugs and crates of weapons into their community.
Gun store, liquor store,
right.
Church, liquor store, gun store, church. Damn.
Yeah. And making sure that the opportunities to make decent living is very limited. So Jake ain't got shit to do. They not occupied. They're idle, so it just give them time to just go and be a nigga, man.
Give them time to think of wicked shit to do.
Yeah. I'm about to go and plot and rob somebody because I ain't got no food. Esau created those conditions, man. And they'll try to turn around and say, no, you black people are just lazy and you don't want to do shit. Which, I mean, a lot of niggas are lazy. But hey, at the same time, America wouldn't be what it is if it wasn't for niggas.
The hard work of these niggas, lazy niggas, right? Hey, that song that my son, whatever his name was, I'm Not a Racist.
Right.
That
His
song
version.
broke it down.
Yeah.
That song broke it down.
Yeah, so I mean, his wickedness is why everything is all messed up. People don't have a moral standard anymore. Esau did away with moral standards. It's basically a sin, it's iniquity to have righteous morals in a society. You know?
And if you talk about stuff like transgenderism or homosexuality, they see you as wicked.
You get persecuted.
Yeah, you get persecuted for that.
For thinking the righteous way.
I got definition of Edom. Edomites, the nation and its people who are descendants of Esau. He founded the country, so his name is equated with Edom. The country was called Seir or Mount Seir, which was the name of the territory in which the Edomites lived. I'm gonna just jump down to the last one. Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures.
He figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures. Why? He plays a big role.
Antagonist.
He's the antagonist of the whole book. He has to be throughout the book, playing that wicked role the whole way through. Now you look at the playing out of this script in the earth, calling it the movie and reality of life, and what happens? He's still that same wicked antagonist, like the script says, like the role he was casted to be.
Edom figures prominently in the prophetic scriptures as the scene of great future judgments.
Yep. What's that? Utter destruction for him and his people.
Hey, and that was ordained even before Esau was born.
Fine.
Right.
It tells you that in Romans 9 before they were born, before they did neither good or evil. That the purpose of the Most High should stand.
What's that purpose? To teach you what wickedness was. Have a people that can teach you that because he created them for that. That's why I read that in Proverbs 16. He created the wicked for the day of evil. To show us what it's all about. To know to stay the hell away from it. When he gets them off the planet, we won't be tainted no more. Go ahead, bro.
She is the only neighbor of the Israelites who was not given any promises of mercy from the Most High.
Yep. He ain't giving no mercy to you. Most High does not the narrative don't change. That's why all these Edomites want to change it and want to say that Esau's not, is not on the planet or there's no more Edomites.
Yeah, because they should. they want, it makes them cope better.
Yeah.
It makes them sleep better at night if they could just do away with Edom.
That's why.
Let's just say this happened way in the past, but they could never figure out, they could never give us a time or a date in history when this supposed prophecy was fulfilled. You know? Because they hoping like hell that they're not these people.
But these elites know, that's why they're trying to come with this new world order. They're trying to basically change the word of the Most High by changing prophecy. They're trying to
offset prophecy.
they're trying to offset prophecy, trying to continue to have this wicked society go forever. But they're gonna find out the power of the Heavenly Father eventually, real soon.
That's why we use it for Jake thinking they running something. But Proverbs the 20th chapter, 24th verse, it says, "How could a man
Understand his own
understand
ways.
the way?"
Yeah.
You know.
A man-
It says that.
A man's goings are of the Lord. How
Man's
then?
go-
How
Right.
then can a man understand his own
Including
way?
the wicked of Esau.
Con.
The Most High allowed Esau to be that way for a purpose.
I got a quick.
You got it?
Ecclesiastes 4:16. There is no end of all the people, even of all that have been before them. They also that come after shall not rejoice in him. Surely this also is vanity and vexation of spirit. So the Lord didn't do away with a race of people, man. All right? The only race that's going to get done away with is going to be in the kingdom. All right? And all people going to know about it. You know, it ain't going to be no mystery.
Right.
You know? That's when Esau going to get done away with, the whole race. All All right, that's the only time Esau, a whole race is gonna be wiped off the planet Earth.
And if I can, and if I can make it a little more clear, go a little more in depth real quick. The flesh of those people are going to be just like the flesh of the 2/3 is going to be wiped away.
Right.
But those spirits are going to come back through the loins.
Yeah.
Like the 2/3 will come back through the spirit, and their spirits will come back in righteousness through the elect. The Edomite spirits are going to be absorbed and come back through the loins of the other nations. Ain't going to be no more Edomites. But those spirits of the Edomites are going to be in the other nations.
They're just gonna be dark.
But they gonna,
They're just gonna have pigment. Man. Oh, just like the serpent in the wilderness, man. He had pigment. I mean, Edom. You know? He had pigment. You know?
Man, that would be the Lord finally getting rid of the mark of Cain and destroy their ass. Because that's just to have that look alone is sin.
Kind.
Hey, when you go into our law,
curse.
When you go into our exactly. When you go into our law, it's a curse. And that's why Cain knew it. Like they gonna kill me. You can't. This is more than I can bear. 'Cause I look different than everybody else.
Kind. That's why what he did to Miriam was so special.
Yeah. She was shook.
Kind.
Yeah. Was it Nathan and Moses was like, hey, you know, you gotta. Aaron. He was like, you can't do this to her. That's too much, Lord. Come on.
She was out of line.
She was out of
talking to men.
Yeah.
Talking amongst men about it.
I didn't get to finish this one. Hebrews 12 and 16. Lest there be any fornicator or profane person as Esau, for one morsel of meat sold his birthright.
Hey, anybody ever looked up that word profane for Esau? When he's describing Esau?
Outside the temple?
No, that's the Latin. Profanus means outside the temple. The word there is a Greek word. The Greek word is barbelos. Barbelos. And it basically means to be unhallowed, ungodly.
What is unholy?
Unholy. So they're unholy people. They're wicked. By nature, they're naturally wicked. That's why it's nothing for an Edomite to go and have an orgy with a bunch of animals. He'll do some shit like that. All right, he'll have no feelings when it comes to little children. That he'll stick his pink, filthy ass rod in the anus of a little 6-month-old little boy, or 16-month-old little boy. Matter of fact, that's on World Star. It was posted today, and he's on the run. They looking for him. Old dusty ass Edomite, man. They're profane. They're wicked. That's the wicked right there, man.
I gotta say this. You gotta keep this in mind. I like saying this to keep you on the right understanding of who this man really is.
Yeah.
For him to do wickedness is doing the right thing.
Kind.
Right.
Yeah.
You see?
Kind.
It's just like that. That's in his name. It hurts him to do the wrong, to do righteousness.
Kind. Like you said in it was Vampire in Brooklyn when he was the preacher. He said evil is good.
To Edomites, yes.
Kind.
and their whole job was to push the narrative on the earth.
Yep.
They was actually Esau has been successful in convincing the world that righteousness is wicked and wickedness is righteousness.
Yep. Absolutely right.
You know, he really convinced the earth, because now you can't say nothing about homosexuals, you can't say nothing about lesbians, transgenders. All right, you can't say nothing about women. You can't talk about you got to be totally politically correct.
You can't check nobody for doing the wrong thing. That's directly what the Heavenly Father told us to do. Amongst us, we got to check the people around us for doing the wrong thing.
You can't use the word hate.
No.
You know, because
you hate, you're a hater if you use the word hate.
Esau knows the Most High hates him, so therefore he tries to demonize the word. And hate just means a strong dislike.
Little left. For you know how that afterward, when he would have inherited the blessing, he was rejected. Without doing good or evil, he was already rejected.
It was already set up. It was already set up for the foundation. It was set up in the spirit that he wasn't going to get it. The Lord had already chosen his special people before the creation.
Then why even strive for it if he's already chosen everyone? That's
Because we
for
still
his
got to play it
salvation.
out.
Yeah.
Because he's already chose. You said your word.
He already
You
chose.
chose it.
He already chose.
So why fucking try?
Because,
We're born in this world of sin already.
Of course.
but get that in Romans 3 and 31, I believe it is. Do we continue in sin?
It's Romans chapter
I think it's the 31st verse.
3. Yeah, 3 and 31. Do we make void of the law through faith?
Because sin is breaking the laws of Moses. That's how you sin.
The laws of the Most High.
The laws of the Most High that Moses wrote. He gave to our people. That's what sin is. I'm telling you. That's what sin is.
Sin
do we
is
make void
anything
the
that
law?
we were born into already.
I'm telling you what sin is. I just told you. The
The
Bible,
Lord says
I'm
we
telling
were
you
already
what the
born
Bible-
into sin.
Okay, because we can't keep these laws. But go ahead.
But yeah, it's
Go
in the
ahead
same
and
book
read that,
too. Read it.
Go
Look
ahead.
it up.
Go ahead and say that.
The Lord says we're born into sin already.
Do we then make
Drinks.
void
That's that drink.
the law through faith? The Most High forbid. Yea, we establish the law.
We establish it, so we don't try to sin. We don't
But
willingly
you're
try
going to
to
act
sin.
like you're better than anybody else and try to judge them because you are
Is that-
not
is
the
that
right
what we
judge.
do? 'Cause I can
Nah,
judge you
righteousness
now
is
if you like.
things.
I ain't
Go right
judging.
ahead because I
I
can
ain't
judge you
judging.
too.
That's okay. I don't mean it's right,
Con.
but I would judge you according to what I know from sight and truth. The only thing you need to do is if you want to understand this, just listen. That's it.
No, I've done my years of fucking Bible school. I've done this shit.
And you
Everybody-
don't know nothing.
Whoa,
I do know
whoa.
it. Don't tell me what I don't know, what I do know.
Feminine.
Effeminate Gadite, man.
Yeah, effeminate.
Con.
Too much estrogen, man. Hey, you came from a nation of warriors. What happened to y'all, man?
I'm a fucking warrior. That's what I am.
But
Don't tell me
that
what I
but
know,
that-
what I
but
don't
that-
know.
See, like what you doing right there with your
Fine,
hands. That's
fine.
black women do that. man.
A man's gate.
That's
I'm
what
not a
black
black
women
woman. I'm a fucking man.
Well, you're not acting like it, my man. The scriptures tell you to glorify God not like a man.
Yeah.
Remember to show yourselves men, or you transgressors.
Because if you pay attention, you're on this side. You're on this side. So this book applies to you.
It doesn't apply to me.
Okay, then why are you reading it?
I just want
Just
you
to
to
be
Why you
safe.
hear
say.
that?
Just to be safe.
So you can get judged by heaven.
Just to be an adversary.
Enjoy your time.
Hey,
And when he meets
yeah.
you, he gonna remember this time. You gonna remember standing before the Lord up here, because you know he's in the midst
Oh, you're
of us,
not the
right?
Lord.
I didn't say I was. I said he's in the midst of this.
You're telling me that I'm
I
gonna
didn't
remember
say
this?
I'm the Lord.
You're
He's
gonna remember me when I walk
this
away.
when he judges you. You have a good
Have
day.
a good
We'll
day.
see you on the other side.
I'll see you in hell.
Now I'm not gonna be there with you.
I know you will.
No. Anyway. Just,
Demon, man.
they all claim to know the Bible. All these demons today claim to know the Bible.
Yeah, they always do that.
Hey, bro, we gotta light that.
Like
bro.
Man, this something's up, man. Because that's supposed to be. It's supposed to stay burning. I need to get a new torch.
We need another. Just get another
Back
instance.
on Esau?
Get back on
Psalms
that devil, man.
chapter 10, verse
See,
2.
he's the wicked of our people. The
Right.
Most High is gonna kill him, and then he's gonna come back, through another brother's loins.
He's gonna come back and shame.
Yeah, he's gonna be ashamed.
Psalms 10 and 2. The wicked in his pride does persecute the poor.
And so, like the Most High hates poor men that are proud, man. How you saw what the so-called white man did to your people.
Con.
He tried to exterminate you, and whatever you have left, he reduced you to a corner on reservations.
Hey,
You don't have shit, so you walking around depressed and defeated, always with a drink in your hand, some type of alcohol. You're defeated. You fucked up. You have no reason to walk around here proud like that. That's why the Most High just gonna have to kill the majority of the other 2/3, man. You know?
Yeah, I love how Muatazak said in LA, man. He said it years ago. He said, your forefathers are rolling over in your graves at what you look like now. The Geronimos, the Montezumas, they're rolling over in their graves because they fought to their last breath to watch you people give in to this white man now and pick up and accept all of his wicked ass ways.
Sit in,
They fought
bull.
to their last breath to against this devil, and now you join hand in hand with him. The Lord is gonna kill you. Know what you saying, bro?
Sit in bull too.
City bull. I mean, you go down the line and
Con.
they fought to their last breath. Cause hey, that's why I like they looked at it in that Black Panther movie. He said, "Now, burn me and throw me out to the ships, because my people knew it was better to die than to be a slave or something like that." I forgot how he said it, but he said that and they slipped that into the movie.
Psalms 10:2, the wicked in his pride doth persecute the poor, let them be taken in the devices that they have imagined.
Yeah, they imagine that we're going to be taken in devices. And that's why I like it says in that Wisdom of Solomon, the 5th chapter, where it says, how is this man numbered among the saints? So we thought his end to be without honor. All them wicked devices, all the negative ends that you have for us that you thought we were going to live out, the things going to happen to you and more.
Well, it's already beginning with the curses being put on them.
Yeah.
That's why it's more and more Edomites strung out on opioids. Y'all feel the opioid crisis.
Yeah.
Y'all the most depressed right now, because you can't handle the conditions that's coming upon you, man.
Yeah.
You're on welfare more than anybody else.
Yeah.
Your elites, they don't give two shits about you. They're removing you. They basically making it to where you either got to live with the poor working class or the super rich. There's no in between.
No middle class.
So all of you Edomites that were in that sector, you was in the middle class, you being forced to just decline, just go down and be living in cities, live in the ghetto, and that's why they gentrifying everything.
Yeah.
They're removing you back into them cities, man. They trying to do away with the middle class.
Yeah.
And that's what's causing the depression that's leading to all them suicide rates. You know? So, hey, it's coming back on you, man. Go ahead, Al.
Verse 3, for the wicked boasteth of his heart's desire, and bless the covetous whom the Lord abhors. The wicked through the pride of his countenance will not seek after the Most High. The Most High is not in all his thoughts.
Man, Esau ain't thinking it. When he thinks of a God, or when he gives a homage to a God, he ain't talking about the God of the scriptures, man. His God is his science, his artificial intelligence, or just
demons,
or just the spiritual demon Satan himself.
Baphomet.
Yeah, that's the God that he has in his mouth or in his thoughts, man. You know, that's his God, man. Not the God of the Bible, because if he had the God of the Bible in his mind all the time, then righteous judgment would go forth. All right, everything would be governed by the laws that the Lord sanctioned for man to keep. You know, but he's the opposite. He goes against what the Lord said. So he doesn't think on the Heavenly Father, man. Go ahead.
His ways are always grievous, thy judgments are far above out of his sight. And as for all his enemies, he puffeth at them. He has said in his heart, I shall not be moved, for I shall never be in adversity.
Yeah.
He had like nothing gonna ever happen to him. Hey, and it got to the point where you Jakes even don't believe nothing gonna ever happen to him. He got you convinced that he can't be taken out of power. Well, guess what? He can't by man on earth. That's why it's gonna take Yahweh Shimei Shah to come and the angels to take him off out of the power position. There's nothing that you can do on earth to stop him from being in power.
Yeah, it's only right that the power behind him reigning and ruling on the planet Earth is the same power that's going to take him from out of his reign. You know, the same power that put him in power is the same power that's going to take him out of power.
I brought you in this world, now I'll take you out.
Exactly.
His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity.
Just straight up deception, falsehood, witchcraft, man. He lied to you every day in the media, you know, mainstream news outlets. They lie all day, every day. You know, every day, man. They lie to y'all right now. They tell you that the economy is progressing when it's actually decreasing. It's actually getting worse and worse. They tell you that the unemployment rate is a certain percentage. They're lying about that.
Like, yeah, there's more jobs, but you're not getting paid. It looks like your wage, you're making a living wage, but you're not. The amount that you're making isn't cutting the bill.
Exactly.
If you go into these neighborhoods, you'll see a lot of moving trucks coming in. But first, the moving truck came in to pushing you jakes up out of the low-income apartments, and guess who's moving up in there? Edomites. Yeah. Edomites is moving out of these suburban neighborhoods and into them apartments.
To the cities, yeah.
Yep. It's gonna make them a prey.
Saying his mouth is full of cursing. You know, Esau, he put curses on Israel, man.
Yep.
All right. He put curses, man. They pray to Satan to put curses on Israel, man. Just like we put curses on Esau, man. You know?
And the curses is coming on his ass.
Right. His mouth is full of cursing and deceit and fraud. Under his tongue is mischief and vanity. He sitteth in the lurking places of the villages. In the secret places does he murder the innocent. His eyes are privily set against the poor. He lieth in wait secretly as a lion in his den. He lieth in wait to catch the poor. He doth catch the poor when he draweth him into his net. He croucheth and humbleth himself, that the poor may fall by his strong ones.
Yep.
He has said in his heart, Yahweh has forgotten. He hideth his face, he will never see it.
Yep. Hey, that's why it says in Isaiah 29, woe to you that seek deep to hide your counsel from the Lord, man. Like as if the Most High don't see you in these countless meetings that y'all have, you know, whether, you know, you have your little meetings with the Trilateral Commission or the Council of Foreign Relations, you know, y'all have your little Bilderberg meetings, and it's all about how y'all can further destroy the sons and daughters of Yasharallah, man.
That's Psalm 83. They have these councils and pacts, and this, you know, to see how, like you said, they can continue to destroy you Jakes, you Israelites.
Hey, because they ain't worried about Slaki, bro. They're not worried about the other nations rising up and taking rule of the planet. They know the prophecy says that we're the ones that's supposed to come in and take them out of power and be in power. So they, as long as they keep us destroyed, they got nothing to worry about. I got Psalm 83. It's funny you brought it up. Spirit. Psalm 83. I'm gonna start at verse 1. It says, "Keep not thou silence," and I'm reading verse 1 because the curses are coming upon them. Okay, it says, "Keep not thou silence, O power Yahweh. Hold not thy peace, and be not still, O power. For lo, thine enemies make a tumult, and they that hate thee have lifted up the head. They have taken crafty counsel against thy people, and consulted against thy hidden ones."
Hey, like the UN, that whole council is about keeping you Jakes destroyed, man. I'm talking about the United Nations. All right? They have those secret meetings to keep you Jakes under these different unrighteous decrees that takes away your rights. You know,
they set these different laws in effect.
Yeah.
To knowing Jake gonna, you know, do certain shit. They put these little certain laws in effect where you get more jail time because they run these elites own these jails. It's a business. You know, and we just the commodities. You know, and they just move us around like you know, like cattle, pretty much. That's how they treat us.
They have said, "Come, let us cut them off from being a nation." That's why we're not known as the Israelites. That's why our nation is divided and named a separate people, like we're a separate nation of people. And then they call us the minority. You know, that's why there's the Mexicans and the Negroes and the Native Americans and look, all these Hispanics, but then they say that they're all separate. The Puerto Ricans are separate from the Cubans, and the Guatemalans are separate, and the Panamanians are separate. You know, like.
And they tell them why they're separate. No, but they'll never tell them they got way more similarities. We all have way more similarities than we do differences. Way more.
Right, just like a brother and sister would have differences. You know, we don't exactly look alike unless we're identical twins. We don't exactly look alike. But
must be the devil.
we're still the same.
Correct.
I'm that white devil over here. I'm a Jew. I must be the
That's
devil.
right.
All right.
Right.
Yeah, you saw
Yeah,
that.
you
That Hebrew devil over here.
That's right.
My name is David. I must be the
That's right. Embrace your true identity, man. Embrace it.
Embrace
Embrace it, man.
I'm the white devil
In-
over here, aren't I?
Yep.
I'm the white devil because I'm the only one who's out there, tribe of Israel, aren't I? I damn. I am the white devil. I'm the white devil. Keeping me all
Take his head
down. I'm the white devil. Keeping me all down. Go out, short. And like when Nat Turner came up, with the Nat Turner on the strip.
Spirit might have him get ripped up by Jacob.
We might have him step right out there and get hit by a bus.
You're all sons of Ham.
Yeah, let's get back.
Oh, he said, which sons of him? You know something?
They both
It's the opioids, bro.
Yeah, that's what I'm about to say.
Hey, that's
That's
the
the curse.
That's the curses. That's the curses.
That's the curse.
Through.
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 Keep walking. Keep walking.
Deuteronomy chapter 30, verse 7. And the Lord thy power will put all these curses upon thy enemies, and on them that hate thee, which persecuted thee.
It's coming down.
Kind.
Coming down on these devils,
It's
man.
coming down on their ass, man. They defeated, man.
Hey, who can do that? Yahweh can do that, man.
He can turn these Edomites that was on top, you know, living in Beverly Hills and all these mansions and having money and riches to that right there. Is this the man?
That did say kingdoms?
Kingdoms?
Kingdom.
Kims and opioids, bro. Woo! You gotta do something about that. How you walk across the street at all the wrong times?
Prayer for the people over there.
Hell no.
Put a curse on their ass. They already cursed.
Beautiful, man. Hey, man, you devils, y'all done. Y'all finished.
Oh,
Welcome to the curses, baby.
Yep.
You know?
They fit you very well.
Hey, if y'all, hey, see, and y'all just now starting to feel a little pressure,
This
man.
ain't nothing.
And y'all already committing suicide and drug overdosing. Y'all ain't feel shit yet, man. Y'all ain't felt. This ain't even.
This ain't close. You gotta, hey, who decides that, man? You still
Y'all have no idea about a 1,000-year period that y'all gotta face.
You still got this to go to deal with.
You ain't even entered into the 1,000-year period
You
yet.
still got this stuff to deal with. What you gonna do about this when this happens to you? And we gotta reward you double. We gotta reward you double for this shit. What you gonna do? What you gonna do then? This ain't nothing. This is. You're still living good.
done.
Still living good now. You can still come talk shit to the Israelites when you walk by. Talk shit about the Lord or whatever else when you walk by. Why? Hey, I forgot which brother said. Hey, wait. When you cross my path the next time, like when we get the power, you cross our path. Watch the difference. Watch the difference. Heads is gonna be rolling. You had something. I thought you were still reading. No, I was reading. He's like, I was reading. Yeah.
Psalm 83.
Yep. Verse 4, Psalm 83 and 4. They have said, come, let us cut them off from being a nation, that the name of Israel may be no more in remembrance. And that's what they've done. They've named us all these other smaller countries, Mexican, like I was saying, Puerto Rican, Cuban,